Hello YouTube land. I'm Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. Yes, it's called Crocheter. It's spelt the same way, but pronounced crochet. Uh, that comes from my husband. Every time I was sitting down and crocheting, he would always ask me, "What are you doing? Crocheting?" So that kind of stuck, and that's what all of my kids call it now. So I figured that's a good name. I'm very, very new to YouTube, so I'm going to be learning as I go along. But the whole point of this is to basically show and tell. I hope to post videos where I will show what I'm learning as far as crocheting, what I've bought, and stuff like that. I thoroughly enjoy other people's videos or show and tell videos, and I figured I'd jump into the water with both feet. I would expect some responses. All I expect is kindness. I am a fairly new crocheter. I've only been doing it for about 2 years, so I still consider myself a newbie, only because there's so much I want to learn as far as stitches and color combinations and just lots of new products or projects to make. I did recently start knitting, but I find that a lot more difficult than crocheting. So I will continue with the knitting, but I will basically concentrate on crocheting. I might actually throw in some stuff that's going on in my life too. This is probably going to be more of like a video diary than anything else. I guess the reason that I'm jumping into this is I've recently, a couple of weeks ago, fell down and broke my leg. Both bones in my leg were broken right in half. Needed to have surgery, and now I'm recouping. So I'm going to be using these quite a bit, and so moving around is quite difficult. So I figured this would be a nice little project of mine. Hopefully it takes off. Hopefully if I still enjoy doing it, then I will continue to do it. But now let's get into what I've been doing since I've been laid up. I love making hats. I guess I only learned how to make hats maybe a couple of months ago. And I actually have a friend who she puts together mittens from old sweaters and then sells them at craft fairs. I will put the link of her little business in the description box below. She does some awesome work. Anyway, she wanted to have some hats to match up with her mittens. So I've been in the process of making hats, and they're mostly like this. I ended up finding on Amazon really cheap fur pom-poms. Basically, these pom-poms cost me less than $1 a piece, so that makes it easy to, or economical, to attach to hats that she can resell. And basically, this is half double crochet, basically a tube that's been you make a rectangle and then you stitch it up. I'm trying to find where the stitch is, and then I make them fairly long so that they can be either slouchy, or if you pull up the brim, they can be nice shorter hats with lots of warmth for the ears. So there's one. This was made with Loops and Threads Impeccable, or no, sorry, Loops and Threads Charisma, which is one of my favorites. So is this one actually, and I don't know if you can see the color. It's a series of grays, browns, and blues with a gray pom-pom. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to work on the video editing and the video quality. Here's another one with a black pom-pom. Again, same. Oh, actually, this one is Bernat Roving, so it's a wool hat and black pom-pom. So yeah, I've been making lots of these. She's been buying them. So I've also been making the quite a few cowls. So this one is called the Fiberflex's Gelato Infinity Scarf, and basically it is a great pattern. Let's see, it's a great pattern. It goes up fast, and it's got a bit of a lacy texture to it. It's I love it. And this yarn, I can't tell you what it is because it was a mill end. So this cowl actually cost me $1.25 to make, which is, you can't even buy a scarf for that in even a dollar store. You can't buy it. So I'm quite impressed with this, and it's super soft. I'm assuming it's an acrylic, but it is super soft. Anyway, and then I've been recently working on smaller projects because I like making blankets, but blankets are very hard when your leg is up and to flip over when you're going to do the next row and whatnot. So I've been working on smaller projects, and right now I'm working on, I guess I was watching some YouTubers and they were doing the ugly granny square blankets. So the concept is that you make a granny square a month using your scraps, and then at the end of the year you'll have you put it together and you have an ugly granny square blanket. I've had so many scraps that I'm not doing one a month. I'm probably doing quite a few a day. Anyway, so basically I'll show you a couple of them. I make it into a game. I have a big bin of 3 different size yarns. So you have the thinner yarn, the worsted weight yarn, and then you have the chunky yarn. And that's just so that I can put the pieces together easier. But I don't even look in the bin. I just reach in, I grab the next color, and whatever it is, it gets added. So this one's a chunky one. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's got, sorry, I have to weave in the ends. It's got a little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of grayish blue. That, and then I have the thinner yarn. This one's semi-chunky. I make lots of baby blankets, so this was left over from a baby blanket. So that'll be another one. And then I have your regular thin yarn. And these are even small, tiny, small pieces that I just add to the next piece of yarn. I'm sorry, I will work on the lighting. It's kind of hard. And then just now I'm working on another granny square. This is actually Red Heart Super Saver. And the colorway is Bright Stripe. I had bought this, even though this is not a scrap, I'm using an actual new skein. But I consider it scrap because I bought it to make a hat out of, but then I started working with it and it's not very soft. Now, I've seen other YouTubers say that if you wash this kind of yarn, it will come out softer, but it's just not one step that I'm willing to do right now. So I just want to omit it. I'm making granny squares out of them. So it'll be a very bright granny square blanket. And then I will border it all with one neutral color, probably black or white or something like that. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope to upload more and more videos and just do my little rants, and hopefully I will entertain some people. And thank you for watching, and see you soon.